sure they're still in shape, they're still in tune. Like I said, they'll be cancelled about sports, they'll be guided in their careers, even education, and then, send them back to their schools. It's going to be regular, so that when it's time again for major championships, all we need to do is bring them in, final phase of the training, and go into the championships.
Deji, I'm sure you agree with me, talking about sports development, infrastructure is very, very important. Now, I know we're doing very well with the Teslim Balogun Stadium, but there are also areas we need to fix as regards infrastructure.
We're going to have structures in Badagry. We're going to have structures in Ikorodu. We're going to have structures in Ekpe. We're going to spread it out because what His Excellency has said is that in every division, aside us having a major complex, we should also have a couple of smaller ones. He wants everyone to have access to facilities, and he doesn't want anyone to have to go very far before you have access, before you can find any sports facility in Lagos. So we're going to see those ones come up as we go along.
Okay, before I go on, I'll read some messages on Twitter, but keep them coming on Twitter or channels _sports, and on Facebook or channels sports. Okay, this one says, Chairman, Lagos State Sports Commission talking about sports development in Lagos State, and then he's asking, are you watching? Yes, are you watching? You should watch. We're talking a lot about sports development. I'm sure you know about the Channels National Kids Cup.
I do.
That's why Lagos State has been very supportive. What's the plan for 2016?
For
the Channels Kids Cup on Lagos State.
We'll continue supporting as we've always done.
We want to know what you're going to be doing differently, because I mean the competition is getting bigger. That's season 7 right there. This is season 8, and the kids are already asking, "We can't wait to come back to Lagos. What should I go by and tell them?"
I think what we're also trying to do. There's a lot of these competitions that are going around, are being held all over Lagos. Try and make sure. In a way, champions of all these competitions also make, so you probably have a champion of champions, and I think just put a little bit more. We've got plans, and then like I said, as we go along, we'll be releasing these plans.
Last year we did so well with the Taekwondo Classics. It brought so many athletes into this country, and I see your interest also in some of these sports, for Taekwondo particularly, and the Classics. Are you talking to the state association? What plans do they have in place to make sure that we better that of last year?
Of course, and it's really good because Taekwondo is one of the sports that over the years probably have been the most organized. We haven't had any problems from them. Very, very focused. So we'll give them all the support that they need. And I think the key thing about it is when you have an association where everyone's in tune with themselves, when you have an association where they've got a focus. And everyone in the association is working towards that goal, then you won't get it wrong. And that's, unfortunately for us, that's what we have in Lagos.
Okay, Okpeolua Samasa says, I really appreciate it if Governor Ambode can get sporting facilities in his Badagry. It says very poor.
It's priority. Shouldn't worry. It's priority. I was even with the governor this evening. It's priority. He wants that to happen, and then by the grace of God, it will happen.
That's right. Okay. This is one saying, how can we get the LCDAs to work alongside the schools to develop sports?
Now, the LCDAs, the local governments, it's in their charter to develop sports in the areas. So we're going to help them. We've got sports officers who are going to be sent to these areas, who are going to work with these local governments all over the country, the LCD, all over the state, the LCDAs as well. So, I think in the next couple of months, they'll see how the Sports Commission will interact with the LCDAs and the local governments.
If you walk on Twitter, she's saying, is it only Lagos? Well, for now, we're just talking about just Lagos. They says, please come to Ogun State. I'm out of school, though, but I don't know how I can participate. Help. Don't worry. It's about sports development.
She should come to Lagos.
That's what she's saying. Okay, the chairman of Lagos State Sports Commission said, you should come to Lagos, and then they will see where they can fix you. Deji, let's talk about... Let's be part of nation building, sports development in Nigeria. Let's talk about football management and administration. What's your take? You've been involved with football in Nigeria. With the way things are going now, what's your take about football right now?
I think we've still got challenges. I think there's a lot of things that we should be doing that we're not doing.
Okay.
I think there are a couple of things that we're not focusing on.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we as a nation, we tend to do things just to get you out of our way. Just do things, oh yes, we've done something, but the real things that should be done, we find, for some reason or the other, we find it very, very difficult to do.
Why? Why is it that way?
I'm still trying to find the answer.
Because you've been part of the system, now you're out, you're observing, and you can still see.
I've been part of the system, but I'd rather, maybe, I don't know if I should say anything now, but I've been part of the system, but I think in my time, if somebody asks me now, did I enjoy being a member of the NFF? I'd say no. Why? Because at that time, we didn't have a focus. It's unfortunate. Things we should have done, we didn't do. I think at that time, you wouldn't say that we had, to be honest, a board that was happy, a board that was working together. So there's a lot of things. Is it a
reflection of what we're saying now?
It's, unfortunately, it's a reflection of everything that's happening in this country. That's what it is. I keep telling people, don't say football. Don't say football all the time. It's the country. How many things have we been doing right in this country? Until we start doing things right, football will suffer, health will suffer, power will suffer, transport will suffer.
Okay, Deji, thank you so much for coming around. You've left me with so much to ponder about, and that means I need to bring you back again. So we'll continue from that part. Deji Tinubu is the chairman, Lagos State Sports Commissioner. We're talking about sports development in Lagos State, and you know what we do right here. We tied it around grassroots sports development, and there's so much coming out from Lagos State in 2016. So that's the show. But remember, when we leave the studio, you can keep talking to us on Twitter, our channels _sports, and on Facebook, our channels Sports. On behalf of the ever dedicated sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okonakwa. We will be back again tomorrow to talk some more sports. But until then, in everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.